Hello everyone, it's Mary Beth. We are gonna make some eggs. I know, how simple is that, right? It's so silly. All right, this is a flashback to a very early stencil of ours. And it's the stencil of Tracie and Huskamp's. And it's a speckled egg stencil, it's S021. Anyway, I was looking through my stencils and I found this oldie and goodie. And I remembered how fun it was to create gorgeous speckled eggs. And I mean, look at how they are. They're just so darn pretty. I made some on vintage paper and I'm gonna make some today and just remind you about how this stencil works because it is a super, super fun stencil. All right, so I think the best blue, ocean green blue, the Master's Touch, is a great blue. For a green egg, Titan Green Pale is a great green egg. For white or tan eggs, I think the Dina Wakley paints are goodies. This is the sand, and then we've got white. It just occurred to me that some of our more recent fans may not be familiar with how this stencil works. And I think cheddar might be good for some little accents too, we shall see. And then this PBO, or however you say it, PBO I guess, this brown, it's raw umber. All right, first, before I start the egg, I want to talk about this stencil. This is it's a two-part stencil that you just don't even realize it's a two-part stencil. So you've got two different sizes of eggs, and then for each size of egg, you have two different speckle patterns for the eggs. So I'm gonna show you how this works, but I also want to tell you all about this taping. Sometimes when I have a stencil that the design goes all the way out to the edge, it's hard for me to stencil it in a very tidy manner. So I don't like to be messy, and so what I do is I just put this tape around the edge of it, and then that way I always have something to hold on to, and then if I am pouncing over the edge, it won't show up because it'll go on the tape. So I just wanted to give you a quick taping lesson on stencils. For those of you popping in late, we are stenciling speckled eggs. I don't know why, other than I just think they're darn pretty. That's what I think. So let's start with a blue egg. And I'm gonna put this blue on my pouncer. So I'm gonna use this bottom egg, and I'm gonna just pounce around with blue. I'm gonna make two, and I'll use both of the speckles so that you can see how the stencil works, all right? So there's one egg, two egg. I don't know, you know, back in the day when we first started StencilGirl, I thought this was the coolest stencil ever. And when I picked it up today and started using it again, I thought, this is the coolest stencil ever. Okay, so I used the lower egg, and here is one speckle section, and here's one. So I'm gonna put this one on this egg over here, and I'm gonna do it with brown, okay? So we'll use this dark brown. That way it'll have a lot of contrast and you'll be able to see it. I think you probably get the most realistic eggs if you vary a little bit. So I'm gonna add some tan and brown, and I'm just gonna pounce right on top of the little holes. And this is kind of a genius design. It's like Tracie, you know, she could paint an egg in her sleeve, but me, not so much. I have to use a stencil guide to paint an egg. And let's see if I can get a little bit brown there at that edge. All right, so then bring the stencil up and you've got a speckled egg. Voila. Now I'm going to put this one on this egg. You could put both on the same egg if you wanted. I mean, there's all kinds of options. They're eggs, people. You could be imaginative. You could do them in neon colors, haha. You could do them any color you wanted. And so there's the second one. Now, let's say I'm gonna go back on this one and put the second. Aren't they adorable? I mean, they're so quick to do too. It's like you could spend all your time trying to learn how to draw an egg and put the speckles on to look, you know, realistic, or you could just do this and boom, you're done. And let's make a green egg up here with this top. We'll do a top one. Adorable? I know. See, that's what I think too. I just think that they're so simple and so cute. It's like, who doesn't like a little egg, right? So we'll put some orange on this one. I don't really know if they speckle in an orange, but it also looks really cute if you, oh wow, look at that. Ooh, that's really pretty, isn't it? I, of course, got the stencil so dirty, I should wait for things to dry. It's all sticking to one another. Let's get this and a little bit of this and then a little bit of the brown. We'll have this one will be a mix-up. And look at the simplicity of that one. Isn't that cool? Now, you may or may not have noticed these two eggs are different colors, so that's why they each have different speckles. But I think I'm gonna go back and put some more speckles on this one. And then there's that one. So, eggs, eggs, eggs. You can do them any different color, any manifestation, and on vintage paper. I do think they're super cute on vintage paper. I just thought it would be fun to do a blast to the past and look at one of our very old stencils today.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure and subscribe so you'll know when the next stencil tutorial is available. Discover thousands of stencils, info about classes, and about StencilClub when you click the links below. Happy stenciling!